And I'm going to just quickly show you how to enter your employees onto your team list. As you can see, I've got 4 entered already for my company, so I'll just show you how to add new employees from scratch. So you just click on the Add Employee button here in the top right-hand corner. At minimum, to enter an employee, you need their name and an email address. If you don't have your employee's email address at this time, but just for the sake of having them entered into the system so they'll appear on the schedule, you can make up a fake email address. So we'll just go ahead and enter the employee's name. You need a first and a last name for them. And then under email, you can just enter a fake email address. And then all of the other fields you can add in later. Then just click Add Employee to add them to your team list. Let's go ahead and add one more. And then when you're adding the final employee, just click Finish. So you can see the 2 employees I just added are there at the bottom of the team list. As you scroll up and down the team list, you'll see these pen icons that appear next to the employee's name. To edit the employee's information, just click on the pen icon, and you'll see that a drop-down menu appears for a job title. You do have to assign a job title to an employee in order for that employee to show up on the schedule. Now, in order to create a job title, you can go onto the schedule page and click the tutorial for how to create a schedule. The job titles are actually created on the schedule page. So for the purposes of this, let's pretend that you've already gone ahead and created a job title called Staff. And there's the staff job title, which appears in the drop-down. So let's select the job title of Staff for Kelly. And if you don't have a pay rate to enter at this time, you can just enter 0 and then click the check mark icon to save the changes. When you're ready to edit their email address, you can go ahead and enter a correct email here. In order for your employee to connect to the system, they do have to have a correct email address. That's where they're going to get their shifts when you publish the schedule. So we'll enter a correct email, and again, click this check mark icon to save the change. Then you have the permissions column, where you can either select employee or manager. By default, all of your employees have the employee permissions, and that just gives them the very basic Shifthub account. If you were to make someone a manager, that would give them the ability to create and edit schedules and also view the team list as well as pay rates. So only a manager is able to see that information. But if you wanted to make one of your employees a manager, you can go ahead and select it from the permissions drop-down and again save that change. If any of your employees have not received the invitation to connect via their email, you can resend it by clicking the Resend button at the far right. Once they have received their email to connect to the system, they open it up, they click on a link, and then that activates their own account in which they can log in, connect to the Shifthub system, and view their shifts.